Hello, welcome back to Mindful Musings. I'm Dee Dee, your host. It is Wednesday, November 19th. I just wanted to do a real quick check-in with you, see how you are doing. I think, is it tomorrow is the new moon? So that's always a lovely time, like clean slate. What are you going to create for yourself? What limiting beliefs are we releasing? What old wounds are we releasing? So the blank page, looking at the blank page, what are you going to create on that blank page? So that means being very mindful, very aware of what your thoughts and feelings are, so that when we paint this new canvas, it is what we really do wish to create. Not not just a repeat of, what do they call those? Not lithographs, whatever, of what we used to do, of the old. No, this is all new. New thoughts, new love, all from the heart. New page, blank pages. These are representing pages. Anyway. So, in case you don't know me, I'm Dee Dee, and I sound bowl practitioner, energy alchemist, intuitive, and just someone who has lived her life as, I would say, an elder in terms of that aspect. And having learned a lot and been very blessed to have some remarkable life experiences to assist along this process, this journey of remembering who we are. I love that. That's the journey of remembrance, which is pretty cool. But that's what we're doing, because we came in here and we automatically, it's like the cone of silence. It was the cone of forgetfulness. We forgot how wonderful and powerful and sovereign we truly are. And that's what our journey here on earth is all about, is we are remembering. So as we are remembering, we want to remember that there is no really right or wrong. There is no competition. There is no one right way of rediscovering who we are. And that's a beautiful thing. And we've been living in a world of duality, and that's a tough habit to break. Our incessant need and conditioning to make things either right or wrong, black, white, evil, righteous, whatever. It's duality, and that's what we're accustomed to. And as we are going along this journey of awareness, of remembering who we truly are, perhaps we start loosening that stranglehold on things having to be either this or this. Making, if you're this, making this wrong, or if you think this way, this is wrong. No, it just is what it is. Duality has just been a part of our learning experience, so that we can discover for ourselves what is our authentic truth, what our authenticity is, because we're here experiencing. And what better way to learn than by experiencing polarities, And then, as we are raising our consciousness, to be able to come to a place of recognizing that, even this duality is a choice. Don't have to go there, but we have been conditioned to, we have been trained to, and now as we are remembering who we are, we can choose not to. We can choose to just accept where we are, who we are, what is happening around us, and choose in that moment love, choose gratitude, choose joy, choose upliftment, unity. It's a choice in every single moment. And that is our journey. Once we recognize and can live from this place of constant moment by moment choices, consciously being aware that, oh, this is what I'm doing, I'm making this choice, we then free ourselves from the external. We free ourselves from being at the being impacted and being run by, controlled by what happens out there. Because really, what happens out there is merely a reflection of what we are choosing in this moment, this right here, right now moment. It's very empowering. It's also a little scary, I suppose. Maybe, But when you think of blank pages and that what we focus on we create, become very aware of what you are thinking and what vibration, what frequency you are putting out. Because like a tuning fork, we are a tuning fork, and we are going to vibrate on that frequency. And when we're vibrating on this certain frequency, we're going to attract that frequency, or that frequency, the lower vibration. It's very empowering, and it's also a little bit perhaps disconcerting when you realize that, oh, when I'm doing this, you mean I can't play the blame game any longer? Darn, that was kind of a fun game to play. No, it's resonance, remembrance, and responsibility, and accountability for our actions and our thoughts. And it can make the journey super, super fun. Especially when more of us are doing that. And more of us are doing it from a conscious awareness and a desire and focus for the greatest good, for the greater good of all concerned. Wow, what we can create and what we are creating. So please remember, you taking time to get centered, to have time to breathe those deep breaths to bring you into the present moment, to be grounded, triple grounding, to connect into the very center of Mother Earth, so she will support you and you can feel that connection and connecting to the cosmic and allowing those energies to flow through to come to this place of neutrality, center of the head, where those two places intersect. Place of neutrality, compassionate attachment, where you observe what is going on from a place of neutrality. Stay hydrated, because as our vibrations rise, our body has to adjust, and the water really assists us in releasing the toxins and just replenishing. So, water, infused, blessed, with intention, whatever the intention you wish. Mindfully ingesting the water, allowing it to replenish. Get outside. Make sure you get outside and be in Mother Nature. Which just reminds me, last night Sitting there and turned off the basketball game I was watching. I went, well, okay, not going to happen, so I'm going to turn it off and, do it. Just being quiet. And mind you, I'm in my living room. And I heard a great horned owl. I was even able to grab my phone and get my Merlin ID. There's this little app you can get. It's called Merlin ID, and it will identify the birds through sound or pictures. Well, from experience, I know there's no way that I'm going to get outside and be able to see this horned owl. Mostly because even if I did, it's like quarter of 11, and my camera won't take a picture. So I went, let me see if it'll capture it. And by gum, it did capture a sound recording of the horned owl, and of course identified it. But I just thought that was so cool. Because what was cool about it, besides knowing that there was a horned owl just like really, really close, hooting, because now is the time when they are hooting and establishing territories. Just FYI, at least here in the Midwest. I had been in kind of a more of a mental place. I've been watching the Ken Burns documentary of the American Revolution, and had to watch the first episode twice, because I'm just not that much of a historian, at least up till now, and it takes a while for my brain to go and laser in on, okay, this is what we're talking about. But anyway, so I was more in a mental space and trying to figure things out. Good luck with that, and just feeling off, and then starting to doubt creeping in. And I don't know, have you ever experienced that? Or just all of a sudden it's like doubting, like, what am I doing? What am I believing? Is this all just silly stuff? Is this have I really lost it by believing in my heart and everything, in galactic beings and in angels, and in that we're on this ascension process and all this? And I started going, whoa, what is going on? And just at that moment, that's when the owl hooted. Instantly brought me back into a place of gratitude and curiosity. So when you find yourself going into doubt, going into fear, whatever it is that is robbing you of your internal peace and your calm, think of something, feel something that will bring you into a place of love and gratitude, and being open to the universe providing that. Because I know darn good and well it's my spirit team going, hey, darling, you're going off. And knowing that I adore owls, having that owl come in to say, hey, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm going, oh, thank you for the reminder. And the reminder of owl medicine, of the wisdom and of the higher perspective, and being able to laser in on details when you need to, and conserving energy. So, yeah. Well, that just kind of all came pouring out. I'm glad it did, because there's a lot going on out there, and a lot perhaps going to be exposed, and it's real easy, because we are conditioned this way, of loving the drama and going, ooh, what's going to happen next? All that stuff. Whether you watch scary films or rom-coms or sci-fi or whatever, you can get a sense of enjoyment from going, ooh, what's going to happen next? And yet for me, I found that as I was going, ooh, what's happening, I brought myself off of my center. And when we get off center, we can start doubting ourselves, doubting our sovereignty, giving our power away, just waiting for someone else to tell us what's going to happen, to tell us what's true, to show us the way. And then a gentle owl will come in and remind me, no, honey, come back inside. Look within. All the answers are within. So when you find yourself going out and losing your center, just bring yourself back with gratitude, with love, with grounding, with drinking some water, getting out in nature for those quiet, still moments, so you can remember who you are. And bring in the love, bring in the forgiveness and the compassion, and let go of that need to know what is going to happen. What happens, happens. All we can control is our response. And remember, responding is coming from that place of centeredness and awareness and neutrality. Reaction is coming from an emotional knee-jerk, coming from a place of woundedness. Come back to yourself to be able to respond. Because again, as I've said many, many times, we are just not privy to what the greater scheme of what is going on for the highest good. We're not meant to know. And when we are meant to know, we will know. So all we really can do is focus on being the calm, being centered, being conscientious and conscious of where our thoughts are, so that are these blank pages, we are creating something wonderfully new and empowering for the greatest good. And it will be with new energy, which means not that we necessarily tear up the pages of the past, no. We acknowledge, we learn, we integrate, and we say thank you and we bless. And then we integrate the learnings and release the woundedness. That's what the collective is doing. That's what the United States is doing. But all of this has to come into awareness before we can heal. And the more we focus on our own healing, the greater effect we will have on the healing of the consciousness of humanity and our brothers and sisters in animal kingdom and galactic beings and all that. So make sure you're nurturing yourself and creating beauty on this new page that is manifesting. Okie doke. I think I'm going to go ahead and see who wants, or what my spirit team, who wants to communicate through the oracle cards, because that's kind of what I do. Come in and I do a little stream of consciousness, whatever they nudge me to do, and then do a little more guidance. And we already know it's going to be the Divine Masters, because the Divine Masters is over there going, hey, hey, it's me, it's me. So if you think of it, please like, subscribe, share, and check the links below for my sound bowls. I do group sound bowls, I do individual, have classes, but you can check that out for yourself. Let me go select Divine Masters here, because, but then now when I looked over, 7 energies wants to speak. Now we'll go with this. Anyway, Divine Masters, Kyle Gray, and yes, for the highest and greatest good of all concerned, only love and truth may speak through me. Yeah. And let's see what comes forward on this wonderful day. Yeah. In case, I don't think you are, but in case you are wondering what this whole thing is, I had my yearly exam at the dermatologist. And, all those years as a sun-worshiping goddess in my youth, anytime I go in, I know that they're going to burn or cut off a chunk of my skin. And that's what this is. So, but it was precancerous, so everything is fine. I don't have to go back for another year. But yeah, but it just happened yesterday, so it's fresh. It's a fresh wound. So, but all is well. Okay, let's see. What messages do we have? Use sunscreen. I don't mind. Use sunscreen. But do get out in the sun and allow that wonderful, wonderful energy to infuse and revive you. All right. What messages do we have? Anything? The words getting messy. Okay, I don't know whether that was regarding the deck or it's just getting messy out there. So be still, and you don't have to clean up the mess. It's going to clean itself up. Wow, this is nice. They all are nice. Divine Master, Commander Ashtar. Leadership activation. Time to evolve. Trust in your ability to guide others. This kind of piggybacks what I was talking about with that desire when we go off center, we start wanting someone else to guide us, to lead us, to give us answers. No, we are the way showers, the light beings. We are the leaders that we have been wishing to see. So it is time, and we are being activated, as leaders, meaning using discernment, coming from that place of calm and higher perspective, the wisdom, like the wisdom of the owl. And it's time to evolve. It's time to evolve from being the children waiting for our parents to take care of us and to guide us. And whatever that looks like, whether, the images that came in was being the peasants and the people wanting the government to take care of us, being a parishioner and wanting the church to take care of you and make decisions for you, being in a work situation and wanting your boss to take care of you. It is now time to evolve into your own leadership. The great ascended masters came onto the planet. And perhaps, I know Yeshua and Buddha explored or had other spiritual beliefs and experienced, each experiencing going further within to discover that the answers are within. What the sovereignty, what the truth, I am the truth, means I am the truth. You are the truth, your truth for what you are creating, without needing to manifest suffering. But the I am, the truth. Sometimes when you evolve, and we evolve as leaders and guides, it's not to force our truth on anyone outside of us, anyone else, but it is to serve as an example, as a way shower of, I'm doing this, I am finding my truth, I am going within, so can you. Knowing that you need to find and discover your own truth, and the truth will change as we evolve, because that's our experience. We are experiencers here. But it's time to really own that. That everything that has brought us to this point is as it is meant to be, as is perfect. And we are continuing to evolve. And as we evolve, we shine the light without judgment. Just simply, where I'm here, I am in peace, I am in loving, compassionate, a beacon of light and love, anchoring it in. And that will assist others. And that is being a leader. True leadership is leadership from within, from the heart mind coherence. That is the way. And it's your individual path. Your journey, your path is not like anyone else's. And that's a beautiful thing, because we are each unique in the way we learn, in the way we experience, in the way we awaken. Okay. Leadership activation. And also, even though it is from within, we are still open, curious to receive information. Information that assists us in discovering, uncovering the truth, the wisdom, the God, Goddess, divine within. All right, I think I'm going to leave it at that for now. Thanks for being on this journey. Please remember to take care of you. Nurture yourself. Stay hydrated, get outside, get grounded. Keep that energy field clean and clear. At least 3 times a day, morning, noon, evening. Consciously focus on centering, breathing and clearing out your field, releasing that which no longer serves, and reclaiming who you are through remembrance. All right, beloveds, chat with you later. The divine in me recognizes the divine in you. So be it. Namaste.